It is often said that charity begins at home. And with a friend in need, there's definitely some person who will be there to assist whenever called upon. My guest today is president of Crossing Generations Inc., which is a non-profit organization with a focus on mentorship. This is Positive Profiles, and I'm your host, Rashid Holder. Andrea Clement, welcome to Positive Profiles.
Thank you.
So, we can just get straight into the meat of the matter. Crossing Generations Inc. Tell me a bit about the organization and the role that you play within it.
Okay, good morning, Rashid. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm the president of Crossing Generations Inc. and it's a nonprofit organization, as you said earlier, and my role in the organization is to bring persons together, a team of males, females, and we're catering for persons from the age of 18 and up, to help pour into persons in the community across the board. Mentorship, like I told you before, mentorship 101 in every aspect.
Mm-hmm. So how did you get involved in project like this?
I don't even know if I want to consider a project.
Or initiative. How would you term it then?
I would call it my baby. Mm-hmm. Initially, it started off as just a inspiration, I would say, from older persons in my family, persons who would have impacted my life. My great-grandmother coming down, my grandmother, my mother, my aunts, even my father and men in my circle, Yeah. So my baby was birthed back in 2005, I would say, in church, but I felt the need to push this baby, let her grow into the community.
I mean, as all babies do.
As all babies do.
You know, we go through different stages in life, and I'm sure that you have seen the evolution of crossing generations. Mm-hmm. And I want to play a pun there, because if you're talking about mentorship, then clearly the persons that you've impacted over the years, you've seen them develop as well.
Yes.
What sticks out for you most?
What sticks out for me most? There's so many things, but what sticks out for me most is the way how older persons have impacted the younger generations. And to bring it full circle, how the younger people also impact the older generations. A lot of times we think that, okay, the older persons have all the knowledge and the wisdom and the experience. But when you get into mentorship, you realize that the younger people also play a vital role in the mentoring relationship. They have things to offer, they have abilities, they have skills. Looking back, years ago, probably over 30 years ago, maybe less, persons of my age, I would not be into social media. We didn't know anything about social media. Right? We didn't know anything about cell phones. Mm-hmm. You know, so much has evolved over the years. And right now, there's older generations that have no clue about social media. Well, the young people are, well versed in it.
So you try to find a way to mesh those two, the
bring
youth.
A balance.
Correct. All right. And what gives you the most joy from doing this type of work?
The joys come when I see how persons are not just impacted, but how the growth develops, how the growth comes, how persons are enlightened, how they're inspired. Mm-hmm. Older persons may realize, okay, maybe I put down my books years ago, or I don't know certain things. Well, a young person will come and say, Grands, you could learn this, you could do that. And then when that person picks up on this thing, they say, ooh, I didn't know that I could do this.
I mean, they say learning is a continuous experience.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a joy for me. And how persons reach out and they bring back the community spirit, which
Yeah.
is so lacking now in our society.
Yeah, because I was not going to ask you, you know, like, obviously, as you said, you know, you meet a lot of people doing this type of work.
Yeah.
You see the impact that it has on people. And in addition to that, you know, like, why is, you know, like, community or fostering the community spirit important for you?
Oh my goodness, it is important for me because even within recent times, if you've been hearing in the news, so much has been happening in our little nation.
Yeah.
The thing that came to my mind within recent times, especially with this young man, I think he was around 15 or 16, that had attacked this elderly gentleman.
Yeah.
And I look back at that and I said, something has really gone wrong in our communities. Years ago, you would have never heard of anything like that.
Yeah.
A young person attacking an older person. And I said, you know, there are things happening in our communities that never used to happen. And where are the influential persons in society to say to a younger person, this is not how you're supposed to treat an elderly person. You
Yeah.
have to respect the individual. You need to glean from that person, learn from that individual, and vice versa. There are parents now who don't correct their children.
I have this question. It sticks out in my mind at present. What are two things that you, as a mentor, would be, you know, seeking to instill in some person that you are mentoring?
Okay, so two things. One, to propel that person or encourage that person to look within themselves and see that there is purpose for your life as an individual. For me, if you don't understand your purpose or why you are here, whether it is to help somebody, whether it is to work in a bank, whatever, you're kind of lost,
Yeah.
right? You don't have a focus, you don't have a direction. So then without purpose, then you try to do any and everything, right? So that's one thing, encourage the person to find your purpose. And then the second thing is to pour into somebody else.
Yeah.
Right? When you pour into someone else, the focus comes off of you. We all have issues, we all have problems, we all have challenges.
And we all need help
And we all need help.
at some point. in time.
Right? But in helping others, sometimes you get the help yourself. You don't recognize you're helping yourself when you help somebody else.
So, would you say that you can be viewed then as somewhat of a moral compass, trying to help lost individuals in society?
Well, I would like to think so. I'm not a perfect individual. I have my shortcomings, I have my weaknesses and stuff like that.
As we all do.
As we all do. But for me personally, I have learned to look at my challenges, look at my weaknesses, do a lot of introspection, and to use my challenges and use my weaknesses to build up the positives.
Yeah.
So if I know that I'm lacking in a particular area, I will do what I need to do to improve on it, or to find a mechanism to, you know, get around that and to go forward.
All right. Final question. And this is nothing to do with, you know, your role within Crossing Generations. What do you enjoy doing outside of, you know, the social work and the mentoring?
I love to fly,
You like to
travel.
Mm.
I love that. On a calm, collect day, I will go to the beach and just relax. Sometimes you just need to get your woosah on, your space, and relax, regenerate, get refreshed, and go again.
You want to try it now? We could do a quick woosah then.
Sure.
All right. So we can count on three. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Woosah. Now, Andrea, as president of, you know, Crossing Generations, non-profit, and your baby, you're also a social worker. You know, what motivates you, and also what sets you apart, you know, in these two roles here?
I don't know if I can separate myself from I don't know. I think as an individual, it's innate in me. It's in me. Um, I have evolved, I would say, from a child, a young teenager, a young woman, and I'm a person that analyzes stuff. I look around, I examine things, and I see how life is going, right?
And has gone.
And has gone. And I could have decided when I was younger to go a different direction,
Yeah.
right? But I decided to, you know what, I wouldn't allow things that I have experienced in my own life to impact me negatively,
Yeah.
but to use it as a positive. And I believe that from that decision, as a teenager, I evolved into where I am now, being the president of an organization that will not only impact older generations, but younger generations, and try to bring a balance
Yeah.
between the two.
Thank you so much for being here today on Positive Profiles,
Thank you for
Andrea.
having me.
You know, it's been wonderful chatting with you.
Likewise.
And as we said from the beginning, charity starts from the home. It also starts from within. And we encourage any person who believes that they can help shape other person's life in a positive way to be a mentor, be an advocate for positive work, and keep tuning in to Positive Profiles. I'm your host, Rashid Holder.